Okay, so with this drill, what we're working on here is first connecting the hip to the skull. So as you skull out and in, you got a little bit of a hip rotation going there. You can see what it looks like from the front. And then the kick causes the hip to turn on the in sweep. So reach, connect. And I don't want to skull out too wide. I don't want to build that habit. And then as the kick fires, the in sweep occurs and the hip rotates, right? So that's the connection that you want to have when you start the stroke. And then the kick drives the hip to rotate early in the stroke. Now my kick here is too big. So you don't want it to be that big. You want to try to keep the kick tight, but still get that hip functionality, that hip reaction from the kick. Then from here, I'm going to set it up and I'm going to pull halfway through. So you see here, we get the reach, the kick, the pull, the rotation, and then I pull halfway through. And at that point, I should be flat. So my body's now flat on the water. And then I'm going to start my second position skull here. So sculling out and in, feeling the water through the middle. Again, keeping the hand pretty deep, not trying to get a ton of elbow bend, but trying to find that position of power underneath the stroke. And then this is really key. When I go to finish this stage of the pull for the next transition, I want to make sure that I stop and point my hand straight back, right? Because as you're sculling naturally, if you look at the top video here, you'll see on the out sweep, right here on the out sweep, you're looking at the back of the hand. So that's hand roll, where the hand is going to rotate one side or the other. And you don't really want that in the stroke. And then coming back on the in sweep, you see the hand roll in the other way. So now I'm bringing my opposite arm up, because when I finish this stroke, I'm going to rotate. When I rotate, I want to reach. So again, it's key that as I start that stroke, that I stop the skull and I set my hand up so it's pointed straight back. And then I extend and press straight back, rotate as I reach, and finish to the outside. And you see how the hand is finishing out kind of away from the hip, right? And again, I would say for like, if you're looking at me for reference of what to do wrong, I'm over rotating a bit here, right? But you get the idea of what this drill is doing. So there's, you don't want to be too over rotated. Now my last position, I'm actually going to switch sides. But this would be the last position. So you can see here, I take a stroke just to switch sides, and now you can see both. You can see the hand from both positions. So now I'm on my side, and I'm practicing staying connected to the water here for the finish. And then we're going to do the same kind of thing that we did before. We're going to set the hands, pressing straight back, and then we'll finish that stroke, sweep out, and do a cycle. And then what you would do is you would repeat the sequence on the opposite side, right? And this is a drill that I like to use for just figuring out how to connect the hands in the three different positions: the catch position, the power position through the middle, and then the exit position. And this will help you to focus on being connected to the water in each spot. Just be sure to, before you transition from catch to power, power to finish, make sure you set your hand up so that it's pointed straight back, because you don't want to get in the habit of sweeping out and then starting your pull while your hand is pointed off to the side. You want to make sure that it's pointed straight back so that you can get maximum propulsion.